Request you to just hold on to that thought on banking. We are getting into a very quick earnings call now. Sunil Sapre, CFO at CEAT, is joining in. Numbers are on our screens as we speak. Mr. Sapre, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Why have the profits fallen 66%?
Profits for this quarter have to be compared in the light of increasing prices, and the raw material prices have been increasing very significantly, and we have not been able to pass on all of that to the consumer. But the good point you should see of the quarter is a 33% sales growth, and which indicates there is a strong demand. So till such time we are able to pass on the higher input costs, it will have an effect on margin.
Sure, sir. If I could just interrupt over there, you said that
Yes.
Raw material costs have not been able to, you've not been able to pass them on completely. But one recalls that a couple of price hikes did take place in the last 3 months. So can you tell us the quantum of price hike, how much tire prices were hiked by, and what is still the gap that you've not been able to bridge?
Okay. The price hikes have been partly just for the excise increase, and partly about 4 to 5% for the material cost increase. And we have always been passing on the excise to the consumer, whether it is reduction or increase. So reduction also we had passed on very quickly. If you still see the margin difference, last year around the same quarter, the PBT margin was 6.3%, whereas it is 2.8% right now. That indicates the gap to be filled in. And in a way, we are trying to do that with some time lag, but in the first week of May, we are taking price increases of about 4 to 5%. So that again may not be fully sufficient, because the raw material prices have again gone up even in between this period.
Sure. So let's break this down step by step, Mr. Sapre. You've taken a 5% price increase plus a 2% excise price increase. That's 7%, and now you're factoring another 5% increase. So you're saying since the budget till the first week of May, you would have affected roughly about 12% by way of price increases, correct?
Yeah, the May one is about 4 to 5%.
Okay, so 12%. How much have raw material prices gone up by, in percentage terms?
Raw material prices have gone up by about 20-25%.
So there is still a lag of about 13%.
Yeah, but material costs constitute about 70% of the cost.
Fair point.
So
How much?
that you have to apply.
What's the outlook on volume growth?
Yeah.
What is the outlook on volume growth, and where do you see margin stabilizing?
We don't see really stabilizing in the near future if the current run of raw material goes on, and in fact we think that the margins will remain under pressure in the foreseeable future, say in the next quarter or a couple of quarters.
Even lower than 2.8?
It could be. It depends. It's a play. I can't say today what it will be, because material costs and how the selling prices pan out, we have to see. But
So
what I'm telling
saying
is that the material cost prices have been going up sharply, and price increases are not able to catch up with that.
Let's put this in simple terms. 25% hike in cost prices, correct?
Yeah.
13% hike in prices, differential 12%, correct?
No, this
Right.
25% you have to apply 70%, so it's
That's
about
fine.
17%.
I've
So there
given
is a
that.
4 to 4% gap, you can say.
Fair point. So if you're not
Yeah.
able to effect a 10% plus price increase in this environment, and your cost prices keep going up, say with a multiplier of 1.5 times quarter on quarter, you're looking at maybe a 1.5% margin at the operating level as well. You can't rule that out, right? This is just
I don't want to talk about specific figures for future.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about something more optimistic. You're right, the sales have grown 33%.
Yes.
Is that something that you're hoping to maintain? What's the kind of
Yes, we are
utilization your
seeing-
plants are working on? Are you adding more capacity this year?
Yes, we are seeing a good growth on sales front, and we see a strong demand in replacement market as well as OE and exports also. So all around there is a good demand. Our radial plant will go into production in this year, and the work is going on as scheduled in Gujarat. So the plant which is going to come up near Baroda at a place called Halol will start its commercial production in October.
Sure. Mr. Sapre, I have one final question for you, and this is on behalf of my auto correspondent Pawan. I'm just going to read it out since I have little understanding of it. I believe there are new laws that require imported tires as well as domestic to undergo new homologation. Is this correct that it's rather expensive and a time-consuming process, and this could actually hamper tire manufacturers going forward? Mr. Sapre?
Yeah, it's a technical question.
It
maybe.
is. That's why it's not mine. It's on behalf of my auto correspondent. Can you, if you can clarify, please? Mr. Sapre, waiting for an answer, sir.
No, I will have to check and tell, but my reaction is is this talking about BIS requirement?
I would imagine so, sir. It's apparently a new law which requires imported tires as well as domestic to undergo a homologation. If you're not comfortable, that's fine. I mean, I just thought I'd throw it at you.
Yeah, I don't have the details to answer.
Fair point. We'll leave it at that, Mr. Sapre. Good speaking with you. Thank you so much for taking time out. CEAT stock is down by about 1.2% at this point in time. We need to take a quick break. We'll come back with all our guests, Rajat, Hemendra and Anil on the other side. Very quick break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.